Hey, I'm Ron Magill. I'm a naturalist here at Zoo Miami and a Nikon ambassador. Now, one of my responsibilities here at the zoo is to capture the images, to help for our signage, to help for our social media, a lot of the different things, basically to engage people, to give them windows into this fantastic place. So to do that, I got to be ready with the wildlife. Today it's kind of a rainy morning, a little overcast, but you know what? We can work around that. Light determines what you get, but different types of light gives you different kinds of images. Today, to photograph this amazing herd of giraffe, I'm going to be using the Nikon D7200 combined with the AFS Nikkor 80-400 f4.5 to 5.6 VR lens. As a great alternative to the 80-400 millimeter, there's the AFS Nikkor 28-300. This is a fantastic, versatile lens that enables you to get landscapes, close-ups, portraits. It's the great all-in-one if you're going to travel with one body and one lens. Also, the best time for photography with wildlife is in the morning, because you get out in the morning, it's a new day. Everybody's exploring the new areas. So they're all looking around, they're interacting, they're smelling. Once you get to the middle of the day, they've kind of known everything, they're kind of sitting back. They're not really as engaging as they would be when they first come out. New baby's coming out now. We'll see what happens, how it acts. Baby right up against mom, patterns. Very nice. With regard to focus, I choose the continuous autofocus with tracking, with a single focal point that I focus on my subject's eye. Now, just because I'm working at the zoo doesn't mean I'm doing anything special here. All the images you're going to see, all of my positions today are positions that you as the public can take at any given time. When photographing wildlife, I choose the aperture priority mode for a couple of reasons. Number one is, by controlling my aperture, I control my depth of field. So if I want to blow out the background, keep it nice and blurry, I'll keep my lens wide open, 4.5, 5.6. However, the best thing about it is, by controlling that aperture, I have my fastest possible shutter speed, and that enables me to freeze the action. One of the great moments this morning was when the herd of giraffe came out and they started to run. I immediately concentrated on the baby, and I photographed that baby as it was running, being able to freeze it in the running mode. It was fantastic. I think the most important trait you need to have in wildlife photography is knowing your subjects. My success in wildlife photography wasn't as much knowing about photography itself, but knowing what the animals are going to do. You know, there's an old saying that says the only thing predictable about animals is that they're unpredictable. But having said that, animals are still creatures of habit. And if you watch them long enough, if you study them long enough, if you understand their behaviors, you can anticipate actions before they happen. Zoos today play a critical role in conservation efforts around the world. By coming to the zoo, you're exposed to windows to this wildlife that you might not have the privilege to see. By photographing it, you capture that beauty, you share it with other people, and hopefully you also inspire further conservation efforts.